Even though it's cold in Minnesota, I'm still a sweater. Doesn't matter the time of year. Oh, God.
Same.
Well, did you take a really hot shower?
I tried not to, but I still wanted to warm up from the walk because part of me was cold, but then your head gets so warm, so I'm like, whatever.
Yeah,
I love hot shower.
Me too. I'm like, burn my skin off.
Yeah, it could be 100 degrees outside, and I'm still going to have a hot shower.
I hear ya.
So I decided not to do a virtual background today because last night I started decorating my apartment for Christmas. Clearly. Wait, wrong side.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So my tree is up. I got a white tree. I've always wanted a white tree.
Nice.
But I haven't decorated it yet. So that's going to be tonight.
Oh, I just thought that's how it's supposed to look.
No. Wow. We just shred my tree. Like, bless your heart. You tried.
I just thought it was one of those trees that you kind of just, it sits there, it looks, it's not decorated. It's just.
You're like, oh, you got a Charlie Brown tree. That's
We'll put a few ornaments on it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'll blame it on my early morning pina colada. Ooh, Dollar Tree.
Mm-hmm. I got ornaments and lights and garland, all for under $25.
Wow.
Ooh, Swifty.
And then I went to Target and everything was like triple the price. I'm like, well, thank God I went to Dollar Tree.
You kind of got to go to Target after the holidays and get the deals there.
I didn't know you had Dollar Tree up that way.
Oh, yeah, I love Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree's everywhere. There's Dollar Tree here, too. I mean, it's everywhere. I keep hearing the name's going to change, though, because everything's going to become more than $1.
No, that's the like $1 store that actually is everything's $1.
I know. Inflation. What you gonna do?
It's like
actually,
Five Below.
I think it's like $1.09 actually with tax.
I think you're right.
So what are you guys' plans for Thanksgiving?
Just family time. I have a big family, so we get together, eat. That's about it.
Where do you go?
The church my family goes to, they have like a little gym and that has a little kitchen connected to it, and we just go there.
Oh, so you're with other families then?
No, it's just ours.
Oh, how's that work out?
They just like rent the gym.
They rent it?
So like, hey, we're going to use the gym.
Oh, so you have a big family.
It's getting smaller.
Oh. Okay. All right, that sounds real personal. So I'm not gonna
No, I wouldn't say anything like that, but
yeah. What about you, Lynn? What are you doing?
We don't have official plans. My mom lives about an hour and a half away from me, and then my brother another hour and a half. So she's usually the in-between point. Usually a lot of times we'll pick a restaurant because I kind of got to the motif of like, you're not going to cook for all of us a long time ago. So there's different country clubs and stuff like that around there that will usually do a buffet that's really good on that day. So it just depends. It's like with this year, we haven't got reservations or anything, but with everything that's going on in the world, there might not be as many options. So it could be interesting. We could find you're waiting or it's too full, or we'll see. Yeah.
I've been hosting it the last 4 years at my apartment. It's a little bit smaller this year because I have a different roommate and he won't be here. And my friend Deanna that moved from Florida to the city, she has a girlfriend now, so I'm sure they're doing their own thing.
Right.
So because she's been coming the last few years. So it's just going to be 4 of us. It's going to be me, my mom, my grandmother, and my brother. Greg and I. Greg does his family. I do mine.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the year prior to me hosting, though, we did do a restaurant, and I was not a big fan of that. It just tasted so bland. And
Sometimes
Well,
they'll
I'm
have choices depending on where you go. Usually we'll go somewhere where there's a pretty big menu. So it's not like you have to eat turkey. There's other options
Yeah.
if you're a big carnivore and what it is you want to eat. So just
Yeah.
depends. It's gluttony, let's put it that way. Here in Minnesota, they make sure the portions are big, so you're going to find something to eat no matter what.
I'm definitely a glutton. Like I will eat until I burst, but I couldn't be like that at the restaurant. I just felt so uncomfortable because it was so crowded. Then this was pre-COVID. It was just so crowded. I just felt like I couldn't maneuver around. I was afraid I was going to spill food on somebody. Like, so I really couldn't like get down like I wanted to. And what I did eat, I was just kind of like, this wasn't that great.
It's hard when you pay a lot of money for something like that too, because usually those places charge a pretty good premium. It's like you want the food to be good. So
Yeah.
I get that.
Most of our places are closed down on Thanksgiving.
A lot of places are, but you'd be surprised some of those, like I said, if they're different country clubs, if they're a bigger restaurant or something of that nature, even hotels and stuff like that will try and do deals to get the people in, because if they're short on business, they want to get it some other way.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of restaurants here offer catering options for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's nice.
And supermarkets, they have packages. One year, a couple of years ago, I tried to switch it up, and my roommate's coworker had a smoker, so he smoked the turkey for us.
Nice.
It was different. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it.
Gotcha.
He had like a smoked like glaze on the side, and that felt like I had smoke in my lungs just eating that. And I was like, I don't think I'll be doing this again.
Do you still have to shop for everything for Thanksgiving dinner?
No, because I panicked when I heard they were like, get your bird, because like, you know, there might not be a lot of options. So I got my turkey the first week of November.
Got it.
And it's a small one because it's just the four of us. So I got like a 10-pound turkey.
That's good. It just seems like so many things I've noticed are out of stock. So I'd be stressing. You know, it's bad enough now when I go to the grocery store and I'm like, they don't have this, they don't have that, they don't have this. So it's just weird. The time.
Yeah, I'm pretty much set. I got the gravy and what else? Just some sides for last night. I got them, and my mom's bringing some sides. I personally love stovetop stuffing, but my mom thinks it's egregious, so she's making the stuffing from scratch.
Now, see,
it'll be good, I'm sure.
We call it dressing down in the South.
Do you?
We don't say stuffing, and I don't like it either way. But
I like some stuffing. It's good.
Really? It's basically just breadcrumbs. Like, what? Why don't you like it?
Ours is like
pour
a
some
little
gravy.
breadcrumbs.
Pour some gravy on it. It's all good.
Yeah.
I don't like soggy bread.
Oh. Okay. So you don't. Okay, never mind.
Like I don't eat chicken and dumplings for that reason, and just all different kinds of stuff like that.
Last year, I tried to get rid of the turkey altogether, and my mom was not having it. I was like, nobody even really likes turkey. Can I just make a ham? I like ham.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just
You're
like
that. It's like that episode of Friends. Your mom was Joey. We have to have a turkey.
That's awesome.
But all in all, I think Thanksgiving has become my favorite holiday just because, yeah, it's stressful trying to get everything together and cook and make sure everything's like out and tastes good. But I prefer just having a meal and like talking versus like stressing over what am I going to get you like as a present.
True.
So I think in the last few years, it's become one of my favorite holidays.
It's a very lounging day, and that's kind of a welcome thing all the time because it's like you're finally having a holiday and getting to relax. So it would be better to truly relax. I get that. I mean, it's Thanksgiving's still the most traveled holiday of the year. It'll be, interesting with different flight cancellations and issues that have happened throughout the year, if it's still the case or where the numbers are at. But I think a lot of people, they're going to be itching to get out and to go do something and have that quality time, if you will.
You just mentioned flight cancellations, and I'm so scared I'm going to get stuck in Arkansas. I'm scared.
I would be too.
Are you flying direct?
No. There's
Which
no direct
airport?
flights.
Where
What
do
airport are
you?
you flying to from New York?
Right.
Dallas?
uh, I I'm not sure. I think Charlotte.
Oh, I hate that airport. I had to
I've been in it
sleep on the
once.
floor.
I've been in it once. I can't even remember.
I don't know. You guys talk, and I'll pull up my itinerary.
There's always the possibility. There's always the possibility. I mean, there have been a lot of cancellations like in September, but I haven't heard a ton of it through October or November. So you're early December. You're far enough. Aaron's smart enough that he planned this wedding weeks before Christmas that I think you're going to be okay.
It's only in December because of 12/5/21. It's the same frontwards and backwards.
So I'm
So
flying.
Very clever. I like it.
I'm flying Delta there, and I'm flying American back. And coming back from Little Rock, I'm going to Charlotte, and then Charlotte to JFK.
Should I spook you? American's the only one I've heard of cancellations happening.
I know. And at first, when I saw that it was because I used Orbitz to book it, Greg was like, "Oh, Priceline." I was like, "No, you do
Right.
not use Priceline."
yeah, ugh.
But I've heard a few little rumblings with Delta too. So, I mean, you got a 50-50 chance. I think you're going to be fine. I think for the fact that it's December 5th, that's like, what? Help me out, Aaron. Is that like a week and a half after Thanksgiving already at that stage?
Yeah, it's the weekend after.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks tomorrow.
Yeah. So you'll be fine.
Okay, I saw John post like his countdown, like his whatever
15
it is.
days.
It said 15 days. I was like, that means I'm gonna be in Arkansas in like 13 days. Because I'm coming a couple of days before the wedding.
Nice.
We got 15 days, and
I was like, I don't even know what I'm wearing.
We don't either.
Oh, really?
And we're the grooms. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh, you need to get on that, Aaron.
I was
Then
like,
that
I got
list isn't
prime. I'll be
accurate.
okay.
That list isn't
I got-
accurate then, because it says that you're ready.
Yeah.
Mentally, yes. Physically, no.
So, Britney Spears is finally free.
Oh, bless her heart. That's the good way to say breath. Like, oh, thank goodness.
I didn't know that you could use it like in a good way. I thought it was always just like a
Oh no, it's not always bad.
bad thing when you say bless your heart.
No, it has multiple meanings.
Oh, I always thought it was like a judgmental, like, that's cute.
No, if someone going through something and you're like, oh, bless their heart, like I hope they're gonna be okay.
Right.
But if they're stupid and does something stupid, you're like, bless their heart. It's all about the way you say it, and your eyes are like
the delivery.
Bless your heart.
She's got a voice now too. She's kind of
She's pissed.
She's pretty vocal. The Mickey Mouse Club's getting thrown under the bus pretty fast.
Yeah, she took a few jabs at Christina.
I'm like, preach it, girl. You've held your tongue long enough.
And she's ready to go on Oprah. She tagged Oprah. She's ready.
I can see that happening.
I've always loved Britney.
I have too. I kind of want her to have like this epic comeback performance where she actually sings, and people are like, "Oh shit, she can actually sing."
I've always defended her. I'm like, yes, she can sing, but when she's doing the performances she's doing, I could understand if she was lip singing because it's crazy what she's doing.
Oh yeah, she'd be out of breath. She wouldn't be able to sing.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not going to Britney to kind of hear her sing. Because I know she can sing, so I'm not worried about that. I'm going because I want to see that performance because she puts on a show.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
And that's just for me watching it on videos. If I was live,
have you seen Britney?
No, because I finally was going. I was like, "Ooh, I'm going to go to Vegas. I'm going to see her show." Mm-hmm. And I didn't get to do it the first time. I was like, "Oh, but she's come back with a second one." And then girl just walked off the stage, and I was like, "There goes my chance again."
Gonna say the last thing I feel like she did was Vegas, and then it kind of just stopped after that.
She said she wasn't going to perform anymore because of the concert. I mean, she's being used and technically abused.
So part of me
mentally.
wonders if she's longing for a more quiet life, since she's very, very vocal about, I've worked my ass off for the past 20 years. Is she ready to be done and like try and have more kids and just have a calmer life? Because girls probably got enough money to live on, and she might be like, public, I love you, but bye-bye.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen the last of her.
I don't either. They
I just
all
think
like
she-
come back. Madonna, Cher, they all.
Cher in
I
her
just
forever final tour.
Barbara Streisand and her goodbye tours.
I just think she
Um,
needs a break.
I mean, I feel like she's been on a break because she really hasn't done much in the last few years.
Yeah, but she was still so controlled.
But maybe now that she isn't being controlled, she'll want to. Now that she has a say,
Right.
she'll want to. I feel like she's gonna put out an album like Britney Spears Unchained or like Britney Spears like Freedom or something like that.
Oh my God, please.
I want to hear like angry chick music.
See, people say this isn't a good album, but her Blackout album is one of my favorites.
I was going to say that's probably my favorite as well.
I fucking love that album. It's so like just different.
Isn't that one of her like best selling albums? I feel like that's one of.
I think so. I think they thought at the time it was going to be a big flop, but to the audience's surprise, she really hired like the best producers and people on that record, and it did really well. Granted, she was going through a lot in her personal life, so her visual representation wasn't necessarily there, but like everybody really liked that album a lot.
I saw her in Canada in 2004, right before she busted her knee.
Oh.
And so it was like in between that tour and Blackout, because that's when she started to spiral. She had just started dating Kevin.
Yep.
And thank God we did, because she busted her knee and that the American tour was canceled. So I traveled to Canada to see her.
Wow.
I went to Vegas. That was fun.
Yeah.
And then she kind of took Vegas on the road for a little bit because she did her Vegas show at Radio City. So I saw it again in Radio City.
Oh, so jealous.
It was a smaller scale, but
I'm sure it was
for
good.
what it was good.
I kind of like those smaller venues a little bit better. I've gotten to see a few of them, and I've been very happy with that investment, shall we say.
I can't even remember the last concert I went to.
Mine was Reba and Brooks and Dunn in Vegas.
Oh, really?
And let me tell you, if you can see Reba McEntire perform Fancy,
I was just gonna say, did she sing Fancy?
Your life's complete.
There you go.
She did a costume change. Like, I was like, you're everything.
It was probably Bruno Mars for me was the last one I saw.
I forget that you like Reba. I thought you just liked her as an actress. I didn't know that you actually liked her music.
Oh no, I like her as both. I'm gonna turn on Fancy. That's the last one now in Georgia.
Nice.
I love me some Reba.
I saw Cher in Washington, D.C. She had like a weird residency. And I was like, I have to see her. She's on my bucket list. I need to see her before she dies. Like, I just need to see her.
I still need to see her. That's on my bucket list too.
And I saw Janet Jackson. I can't remember if that was before or after Cher.
Oh, wow.
And then I saw Britney. I think that's it. I think it's been a few years. Besides, like, local bands, I haven't really been to a concert.
See, I wanted so bad to go to the Lady Gaga concert in Vegas, but those tickets were expensive.
I'm sure.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure.
And I guess I'm a bougie bitch. I don't like to sit in the very back. I mean, I will, but I won't be happy about it.
I don't love being on the floor. I kind of like being elevated a little bit, like stage level.
Well, I just want to be able to see them where they don't look this big.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'll pay the extra money to be closer so I can see them from a distance. Oh, that is Adam Levine up there performing with Maroon 5. We're good.
Well,
like when I saw Mariah Carey, I saw her on her Vegas tour as well. We won't talk about the trip. The trip was traumatizing.
I know it was.
Very traumatizing.
We'll
I
talk
was
about
like,
it off screen, off camera.
Okay. All right.
If I lean my head back, I hit the wall.
Oh,
Because we were the very last seat. It's still cool to see Mariah Carey. But I don't like Mariah Carey that much, so I wasn't paying more for tickets. No offense, Mariah.
Did they have at least like big monitors up so you could see her?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
I'm
disappointing.
surprised. Usually they have those for like obstructed view.
Oh, maybe they did. I just don't remember it because I was so pissed about the trip.
Wow.
The trip was very traumatizing.
I saw Jennifer Lopez at Madison Square Garden in
Kind of
2019. So what happened was the lights went out. There was like I thought something bad was going on because half the city went black out. Like the lights just went out. I don't know what happened. So it was a Saturday night. She literally sang like 2 songs and then the power went out. So now we're evacuating Madison Square Garden. The escalators aren't working, so we're walking down the escalators.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Can't go anywhere because the subways aren't running because there's no power. So I'm like, because then my friend lives in Harlem, so I'm like, okay, maybe if we just make it uptown, we could just like hide out at my friend's apartment until like.
Oh wow!
But I'm like, I can't take a subway because they're not running.
Oh wow!
So then I thought, okay, they're gonna reschedule it. It'll probably be in like a month. It was literally rescheduled 2 days later. So that was a Saturday. So last minute, we were like, all right, I guess we're going to the city on a Monday night to see J-Lo again.
Got to do it. Was it good? Was the concert good?
Oh, it was really good.
Oh, nice.
Really good. We were kind of on the side, but I could see everything. We were close enough to see everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good. And I took my mom because she loves it. It was her birthday present that year. So
nice.
My favorite concert I've been to is when Christina and Justin did their tour together.
Oh, I was too young when I couldn't afford that.
They had like a special Target release off of the two of them off during that time too. I remember.
Yeah,
my mom was really smart. She waited until like we didn't have tickets till like the very last minute because if credit cards didn't go through, it was probably the time of that. It kind of was. If someone's credit card didn't go through, the tickets would go back on sale. So she got us like third, fourth row seats. Like we were pretty close. When Justin Timberlake spit on that stage, I saw it.
He spit
on stage. Oh. Yeah, he's like, I guess his mouth was getting,
I've seen Justin in concert twice. I have not seen Christina.
I have too.
How was Christina's vocals? Was it good?
She was good. Yeah. What she was wearing, I could almost see everything. I was like, "Oh, girl." That's how close we were. Like, because that was her Dirty album.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And she had more revealing outfits, and I was like, "Ooh, girl, I can see so much."
I saw Nicki Minaj on her own. I saw that in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center, and I was like, I think I might be too old for a Nicki Minaj concert. I was just like, yeah, I don't think I'll be coming to see it. It was good. It was just, I felt old. But I saw her previously a few years before that because she opened for Britney Spears during the Fun Base House tour. And that was like a concert before the concert. I was tired by the time Britney came out.
That's how it was when NSYNC did their Pop Odyssey tour. We were really close. I was really close to the stage then too. It was so cool. But like they had Samantha Mumba. Was it Eden's Crush? Remember the WB did like?
Oh my god! Yeah, from Pop Stars.
Mm-hmm. They were there.
Nicole was in that from Pussycat Dolls.
Oh,
Nicole Scherzinger. I think that's how you say it. That was.
That means I saw her then. But yeah, they had like 3 bands before NSYNC, and we were like, "Oh my gosh, is NSYNC ever gonna get here?"
During Britney's circus tour, the Pussycat Dolls were supposed to open for her, and my concert they canceled due to personal reasons. 2 days later, we found out they broke up.
Oh, see, that's how it was with the Justin Christina one. Evanescence was supposed to perform, I think, before them, because they were from, they're from Amy Lee or someone's from Arkansas.
Okay,
but we got to see the Black Eyed Peas. They opened for Justin and Christina, which was really cool.
Did they sing "Where's the Love"?
I don't know if that was out yet.
I don't think it was. No, I think that was pre-Fergie.
That
Oh,
was 2003. Fergie was there.
Really?
she was.
She must
I
have
think
probably
so.
been like not a big part of the band yet, but that was kind of before they released the album that she was a big
I'm pretty
contributor
sure she
on.
was. I'd have to ask. I don't remember. I just remember thinking, who are the Black Eyed Peas? Like that's how new like they were.
They did have a
Like,
few
that's
albums out before
Yeah.
Fergie joined the group.
I actually have a couple
Well-
other albums pre-Fergie.
Yep.
They started performing and we're like, oh my god, we love the Black Eyed Peas.
Awesome.
Didn't miss Evanescence after all.
My first concert ever was NSYNC.
Which one? Which album?
Their first album.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would have loved to seen the No Strings Attached. That
Me
was one of
too, but they did an HBO special and I saw it that way.
Which is sometimes better because you saw a lot more, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I saw the Britney HBO special and I love. Oh, it was so good.
Oh yeah.
I didn't
Like
see
during
that.
her second album.
This Showtime one wasn't as good. The audio was terrible.
Ooh.
Mm.
That was the one that I saw where that she broke her leg not too long after.
Okay.
Or she busted her knee.
Mm.
Yeah. I think people got sued over that because the audio was so bad.
That's bad.
Audio's hard. As someone
Yeah.
who's doing an audio drama, I'm nitpicking every single thing.
You
Like,
and
Lynn's
are
gonna
becoming
have-
like this, Aaron.
And Lynn is going to have to re-listen to episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 because I've changed stuff.
Did you?
Or
Wow.
I've asked one of the performers to redo their lines and
Okay.
had them move the mic back just a little bit farther. It sounds so much better.
Awesome.
So now that person's going to have to redo her.
I can't believe you are
Episode
still
1 is
editing episode
and
1.
that's completely fine. I'll re-listen to it all. That's completely fine.
I will probably be editing episode 1 until I schedule it to
Until the
premiere.
day before the premiere.
But you kind of learn as you go, so that makes complete sense to me. How you're going? Oh, I wish I'd done it this way, and you're still at the early enough stage where you can fix it.
Well, it's because I have a degree in like broadcast and things like that, so I don't want people to be like, "This is what he produced." Like,
Yeah.
but audio is such a whole nother ballpark.
Yeah.
It's
You
gonna be
almost
good.
kind of got to do test with them, and if they do have a microphone in front of them, push it away and push it forward, and then decide. You know, if you do
Mhm.
3 different types of tests, and you say, "Let's go and use position 2," if that was the one that worked the best. But I get it.
So speaking of that, your trailer dropped this week.
I know. Tommy messaged me because I said it's coming soon, and
Mhm.
coming soon has 2 meanings in my world. Coming soon, I'm about to drop it, or coming soon, it's premiering in a couple of months.
Yeah, so I see the coming soon, and I'm like, oh, maybe they'll release it like on Thanksgiving. But in true Aaron fashion, he can't wait because he's too excited, so he released it 5 minutes later.
And just so you know, I made it like 5 minutes right before that too. That was all made in that short amount of time. Because I was texting John, I was like, I think I need to make a trailer. He's like, yeah, you probably should. It's like, okay, so hurry, made a trailer, did it, and it was like trailer coming soon. And then once I had it, I was like, oh, okay, no, we'll just release it.
It's a perfect natural progression. I think that totally makes sense.
I have no self-control.
I know.
As Tommy learned when we started podcasting.
Thank
Let's
God.
start a podcast. I got my mic.
Thank God I've kind of been able to like structure the podcast where we have dates set when things are coming out. Otherwise, you just release some 20 episodes of that. Well, now we're live, but when we were recording them,
Yeah.
Tommy's walking around with a ruler and like, Aaron, do this, snap. Aaron, do that, snap. In this order, snap.
I pulled an Aaron today.
Ooh.
I had to cancel one of the episodes that we were going to do in December because I'm not going to be able to watch it all.
Because now the remote
Aaron's
in the
supposed to
other
be watching
hand.
Knots Landing, but he's watching Riverdale. So I'm supposed to be watching Riverdale, and I've been watching Bold and the Beautiful.
Oh, you both are.
He also-
you both have kind of waved off to what the focus should be. It happens.
That's okay. Tommy's bribing me now at this point too. He's like, "I'll help you do more this and that if."
Oh, he knows. I
It's
sent
not
him a
slamming.
screenshot.
You weren't supposed to tell him that.
I
Oh,
was like, "Do you
please.
see what I have to do to keep him focused?" That's why I'm here right now.
Oh,
Oh.
it'll come together. I think you'd be more stressed, Aaron, about the wedding coming up, but it's not. It's all this other stuff on your plate that's keeping it a little bit chaotic.
Well, I've got John and my step grandmother who have handled pretty much all that, so I just get to
Show up.
just show up. People ask me
And he's like,
questions,
I have
and I'm
5
like,
free minutes. I should start another podcast.
"Ooh,
Oh, goodness. Funny.
oh,
Well, your grandparents' house basically has all the flowers in it, right? For the wedding.
yeah, they're dying." Like, oh, yeah. It's my. I was talking to my grandpa, and he's like, it's starting to look a little back to normal. I was like, "Oh, poor grandpa." I was like, "Bless your heart, grandpa." Poor guy.
So the other day when I left the house for work, like not too early, 7:30, I think, there was actually frost on the ground, and I was like, "Ooh, the first frost." And I was thinking about you, Lynn, and I was like, "Oh, he has snow."
It's gone. We had it last weekend, but we've had plenty of days where we've had a little bit of frost out there. But today is like the first day when it's 45 degrees outside that it's actually 45 degrees outside because it's been so windy. The wind chill's been making it feel like high 20s, low whatever. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It felt cold here the last couple of days, and I went outside, and it wasn't so bad. It says it's 46. It didn't feel that cold. But I also had a jacket on. So
for a while, you were like warmer than Aaron. And I'm like, how's that even possible?
yeah,
It's weird.
it went up to like 65, I think, one day. And I was like, how am I supposed to dress?
It could be interesting. You could like travel down for his wedding and be like, it's colder down here than it was where I just came from.
Mm-hmm.
You won't know till the day of. It will either be like, "Whew, why did we wear long sleeves?" Or "I should have brought a jacket." Like there's no in between, and you don't know. Mm-mm.
Greg will probably still be cold and have a scarf on. He's always cold. But back to the trailer, it was really good.
Thank you.
How you edited it.
Nice.
I love that picture with the bullet on the back of the head.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's my favorite. I feel like it's very intriguing. People can be like,
It was a good graphic. I liked it. When Aaron sent it to me, I was like, I approve.
I just didn't want just the name.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know we don't have photos or anything, so I was like, I need something.
Greg said he listened to it like 4 times before he realized I was in the trailer. I was like, yeah, I'm Noah.
Who has 4 lines and 3 lines in episode 4.
You basically heard all my lines in the trailer. Breakout star.
Well, who will probably have a bigger part later on down the road.
So I should mentally prepare for that.
Mentally prepared, yes.
Well, that's like a year away, right? Because if you're splitting up the season.
Yeah.
Okay.
First, I have to get those first episodes edited and done.
We'll stop editing episode 1. And
you were up to like episode 5, but now you've gone back and you want to redo 1 through 4, right? Okay.
Not redo, just tweak.
Tweak. Okay. No re-recording. You just want to tweak the audio.
Oh no, there might be a little re-recording, but
okay, there we go.
It won't be much.
Right. Exactly. It'll work. Now's the time. Still got that time. Still not 3 years, so get it done.
I lost it. I forgot what I was going
You
to
lost
say. Oh, Aaron keeps asking me if I want to listen to it. I'm like, no.
I know, and I'm just like, you don't want to listen to it? He's like, no. I was like,
No, I want to be surprised. I want to hear it as it comes out. I mean, I know what happens. I'm reading the scripts, but
Funny.
but I don't know who the killer is. I think I definitely want to do a reaction video of me reading the script and finding out who the killer is.
You should.
Oh, so all right, let's just talk about what we talk about best, soap operas. So, how do we feel about the Days of Our Lives Christmas movie coming out?
That was a surprise.
I'm so excited. I already want to do a Tomorrow's a New Day Christmas episode. I got inspired.
before the show comes out. Do a prequel where Lewis Abernathy, Greg will hate you if he has to like read a script where he's alive.
Well, if he was alive, I don't think I would make him the narrator to help him out. Everyone know. No. I have in the thing who killed Lewis Abernathy.
Okay.
The
I was like,
murder
wait,
is
are we
not a
live? You're
secret.
gonna have to edit this part out. I just spoiled who dies.
No, I don't think it's a secret. He did, because I already released that little clip where he's like, "Girl, he dead."
Oh yeah.
There you go.
But yeah,
is this going to be on Peacock?
Happen?
Is it going to be on Peacock again? I'm assuming.
I think so.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of the Thanksgiving dinner that's going to happen here soon, and it wasn't like a small little room. Like, it looked like a legit set we used to get.
For who?
Days, the Hortons.
For the Hortons?
I think so.
Why? There's only like 3 Hortons in town.
But if they have everybody over for Thanksgiving, I think is what he's.
It has something to do with, Mardevil and Doug.
I'm like a month behind on days. Did you guys see the trailer for next week?
I haven't watched Fridays, but I haven't seen that trailer. I haven't seen the trailer.
I'm 2 weeks behind.
There's a clip of Paulina saying to Chanel, "You're not my daughter, or I'm not your mother anymore." Like she's disowning her. I'm like, what happened?
Oh, that's because she spills the secret of Lonnie being the devil has got Chantel to spill Paulina's secret about Lonnie being her daughter.
By possessing her or just having her do it?
Somehow has her do it. I haven't watched.
The devil's just like jumping bodies, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it only in one person at a time, or is it like spreading? Like, was it in Kristen? Was it in Susan at the same time?
I think one person at a time. I'm 2 weeks behind.
Oh.
I'm not done with Halloween.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched that yet. And I love those episodes. Some people get really mad with those, like.
I know. I love it.
I'm like, it's fun. It's one day. Just take it.
Yeah.
Like they don't like the April Fool's episodes because it takes.
I love the April Fool's episode.
Me too. I like one-off episodes like that.
It's fun to see them play different versions of their characters.
I remember. I think it was for an anniversary for As the World Turns. They did like a black and white flashback. Like they had the younger characters playing different characters.
Right.
Oh, mm-hmm.
I remember reading about it. I didn't see that episode, but you're right. I think they did a little throwback.
It had to be like 2006 because I remember I was watching it because it was like the beginnings of the Luke and Noah story.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was probably around that time. I don't know what anniversary that would have been. The 50th, maybe?
It might have been, actually.
Yeah.
Because they were 54 years when they went off, and they went off in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was 2006, then it probably would have been around their 50th. Although I feel like for the 50th, that year, I do remember tuning in for it. It was all kind of the veteran ladies on a bus that got kind of stranded. And there was a lot of throwback memories with Kim and Emma Snyder and Lucinda and Lisa and Nancy Hughes was on there even. So
was Barbara there?
Barbara was there. Yeah.
I need them to bring back these older soaps. Just act like they never went off the air and just start filming and producing them again.
I think they'd even if they could rerun them, like they've been doing for Bold and the Beautiful, and how Pluto's doing it now for Bold and the Beautiful and Young and the Restless. Yeah, they're only going back like 2 or 3 years, but I don't know. It would be nice to open up that old catalog, because a lot of people would like to have that, just to have that. You know what I mean? To have something to watch, because I don't know.
But before we wrap things up, I wanted to ask you guys: have you guys seen Maurice Bernard's YouTube show?
No, but I hear great things about it.
State of Mind, it's good. It's a
Yeah,
very good behind the scenes, sit down, lounge, casual talk, much like what we're doing here. But he'll usually kind of have a topic or dig deep, and then let his guest talk quite a bit. It's good.
I watched the Allison Sweeney one. It was really good. I like seeing actors from other shows sit down with him.
Yes.
It's like, oh, it's like cool that you guys like know each other, but you don't work together.
There was a photo from where actresses were on the talk recently. Like it was Phyllis, Sierra, I think, who plays Sonny's wife. What's her name? Carly.
Was on
Yeah,
there.
they were just taking like, it was a few other, they're taking like a fun little photo. I just love seeing them intermingle.
I think that aired on Friday. So I didn't hear any soap press about it. And I'm like, how did this happen? And it wasn't really even talked about.
Well, Sally from YNR is married to Michael on GH.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they had a very interesting wedding.
It was very gothic themed.
I liked it.
Very New Orleans almost. Yes.
It was I felt her dress was very Lydia from Beetlejuice.
I loved it.
And now after seeing that, I was like, yeah, I could see her being kind of very just.
I love that. I love a character with fire engine red hair.
Nice.
I think they need her back on Bold and the Beautiful.
I didn't really watch any of her run on Bold. I saw a little bit of her, but she was leaving the show when they came back from COVID.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's because I like Bold and the Beautiful more, and I know she's Sally Spectrum's daughter. Right.
Niece.
So I want her niece. She's her niece. So I want her on Bold and Beautiful to become the next Sally Spectrum.
Who Tommy's enjoying the original Sally right now to pieces.
She is
he's sending me clips all the time. I'm just like, stop teasing me like this. I'm still in episode 26.
Maybe we'll skip. Maybe we'll just skip to episode 400. And just
I'm gonna miss so much. That's like 2 years. So,
all
right.
Thanks.
See you later.
Bye.